Chino will have a busy night tonight, and this six-rounder may not last.
Now there's the right. Oh, good countering right.
Weighing 226.5 pounds from Cabin Creek, West Virginia, his professional record: 4 consecutive victories, all by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, John Alderson. Wearing the white trunks with red, white, and blue trim, and weighing in at 215 pounds even, from Catskill, New York. His professional record: also 4 consecutive victories, all by knockout. Introducing Mike Tyson.
Okay, when I say break, I want you to protect yourself at all times, and you step back clean. Both of you understand that. Both of you touch gloves. Good luck.
Well, the folks here in Atlantic City on June 20th, that's Tyson. Tyson in the white with the red stripe, solid red trunks. With the white stripe will be John Alderson. Alderson, a play a factor in tonight's fight.
Well, he has got. Mike Tyson gets inside very effectively, and he'll go to the body once he gets there. So I don't know if the height edge for Alderson.
Alderson said if he does get inside, look for me to. So Frank Cappuccino will have a busy night tonight, and this six-rounder may not last.
And it's so powerful, no matter how he delivers those punches, they hurt. Boy, every punch on against tough competition. The question is, when he comes in like this, will he get nailed with counter shots? That's really what.
Tyson, you heard documented, of course, the young man fighting very well, amateur, 25-2. A boxing historian, reads book after book of boxing and watches.
His manager, Jimmy Jacobs, has the largest fight film collection in the world, so at his age, you can't help but think about it.
How much pressure and how much can a 19-year-old take putting the pressure on to be the youngest champion in the world?
Well, of course, they do that before.
Interesting. Lands with the lead left. From the nose, and I think that was from the very first left hand. Tyson, you can see almost like a bull as he just chases Alderson around the ring. So far in round 1.
You know, when Tyson switches to southpaw, I go.
Alderson, a very good amateur record, 154-12. Took 3 years off from boxing, however. Worked in the mines in West Virginia. They started the laying off down there, and he went back into the boxing ring. And here he is at 4-0.
Tyson. There it is. Now that right missed, but if he keeps doing that, he's going to give Mike Tyson something to think about as he comes in. There it is again, and he landed the right.
At least.
Exactly right, Sam.
So the closing seconds of round number 1, John Alderson.
Mike Tyson delivers punches often in a very awkward fashion. Look at this left hand. That was a jab, but boy, he was off balance when he threw it. Still had a lot of power against Alderson.
This is round number 2. Laker Jerry West. Alderson, as a matter of fact, plays
muscle underneath. Now Tyson, they told him to go to the body, and he's trying to do that in this round. But Mike hasn't been that busy when he gets on the inside. Good uppercut by Tyson.
Underneath.
Now there's the right. Oh, good countering right hand, and that stunned Alderman.
He backs up another right hand, a combination by Tyson, and he goes on the attack.
Short, quick punches.
The longest fight Tyson has ever been in has been a... Dan Halpin, I guess, is the only man, and this one may not go much longer, as a crushing right hand sends Alderson down. He's got a terrible cut over the left eye already. Frank Cappuccino right down in his face. He's going to make the count at 8. But that cut eye starts to ooze some blood now, and Tyson goes right back in on top of it. Tyson trying for his 5th straight knockout. Alderson weary on his feet, ready
to survive now. He's got to throw something out, though. He's laying in with Tyson. Frank may stop this fight.
Ruling that as a slip, not a knockdown. Alderson peeking in over that swelling left eye, and here comes Tyson. Alderson throwing a right hand, no effect. Left hand that time, since he really... Again, as I pointed out at the top of the show, that in itself could prove to be some difference in this fight, if nothing else.
You know, Tyson looked at Cappuccino a moment ago as if, do you want to stop this?
There he goes, right back to work on that left eye as Alderson stays on his feet. Try to gamely throw a right hand as you see the crowd here. Alderson down in this round, may survive as he goes down again at the bell. He's got to get up. Now, a fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round with the exception of the last. So he must come to his feet. At the ruling of the referee says okay. He is, and he goes into his corner. But if he comes out to answer this bell, it'll be a gutty performance by Big John Alderson. But if he comes out to answer this bell, it'll be a gutty performance by Big John Alderson.
Here's his mouthpiece. Here's his mouthpiece. Here's his mouthpiece.
Look, why don't you just come back and fight another day? Huh? Okay.
So you heard the suggestion of the doctors leaning in. Why don't you just come back and fight another day? Frank Cappuccino has not given us a word yet that this one is over, but he may very shortly here.
John, church is out. The fight's over.
The fight is over, rather interestingly put by Frank Cappuccino, as this one ends officially a TKO in the second round by Mike Tyson. So Tyson goes 5-0 with all 5 knockouts, and it was a devastating second round that proved to be the difference.
Those short right hands. Now what happened is Alderman tried to throw the right hand continually, but what happened was Tyson learned how to counter it with his own right. And there's a good straight right hand by Mike Tyson. That sent Alderson down. And that was the first knockdown, I believe. And there's a happy Mike Tyson.
You know, Al, you almost, as you pointed out, Mike kept looking to Frank Cappuccino saying, hey, this guy's not in real good shape. I can go ahead and keep hitting him. But indeed he did till the end of the round. Again, Alderson down at the end of the round. He had to clear the canvas by the count, obviously beat the count. Not saved by the bell. He does. And finally, the doctors lean in and say, that's it. And Frank Cappuccino calls it off at the end of 2.
It was a very typical Tyson performance. However, you know what? It showed both the good and the bad at this point of Tyson, because I think it showed that a good stand-up boxer with a good jab and a good straight right hand will land against him. Whether he'll hurt him, I don't know. But as you look at that young man for 19, you have to like the strength and aggressiveness he has.
Well, he runs 4 or 5 miles a day, works out 5 rounds sparring, 3 rounds in the bag, exercises at home, and does it every day. It's paying dividends. Let's get the official time of the TKO from Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Frank Cappuccino stops the bout at the end of the second round. The winner by technical knockout, still undefeated, 5 in a row, all by KO, Mike Tyson.
Well, Tyson, it looks like he may have just had a walk in the park.